Well, welcome to our second of three webinars dealing with both LGM dairy and the margin protection program for dairy. As you can see from the screen, we're going to try to get a really good comparison between the two programs because think about where we're at. And I just received email about half an hour ago that there's been a week added to the sign-up date for MPP, and I'll give those dates in my the correct dates on my spreadsheet. But things are still evolving with respect to this program. We're in a new era, and for the first time for the 2014-2015 sign-up, producers are going to have to make that discrete decision. Do I want to join MPP today, or this sign-up period, or do I want to hold off for a year or two? Again, that's a discrete decision, and it's an important decision because according to the rules of the margin protection program, when you're in the program, you're in the program for the duration of the Farm Bill, and new LGM contracts are not allowed. So again, it's a very, very critical point, and Ron and I thought it would be a good time to provide a comparison between these two programs. I'm not going to, my role as an extension person and as a educator is not to provide statements as to you should do X, Y, and Z. I just want to give you as much information as possible and allow you and your clients to make as informed decisions as can be possible. So that's our agenda. We're going to go through very quickly. I'm going to assume that there's some base knowledge about LGM dairy. I'm not going to go through the program in any detail. Same thing with MPP. I am going to go through a little bit more detail there, but most of that MPP detail will come out through our side-by-side comparison of the two programs. So again, feel free to use the chat room. I'll keep an eye on it. And if there's enough questions, I may stop in the middle and address those questions. If not, I'll wait until the end. Okay? So let's get started. So first thing, I want to acknowledge my colleagues. I'm proud to be a member of a group called DMAP, Dairy Marketing and Policy Group. And we're a collection of dairy economists, and I, again, going to take pride in saying that these are probably the more respected dairy economists in the U.S., at least from an academic perspective. And we are a group, and we obtained funding to provide from USDA Farm Services Agency to provide training in the use of the Dairy Margin Protection Program. Again, we're well positioned to do that because of our previous experience with LGM dairy. We had some systems set up that made us relatively easy transition into providing additional education with respect to the MPP program. So I want to acknowledge my colleagues, and that's what that DMAP logo stands for. And again, we have a very strong support from FSA in terms of providing education throughout the U.S. on the dairy subtitle components of the Farm Bill. So I just want to acknowledge my colleagues. So let's think about it. What are the alternatives that we're faced with today in terms of managing margin volatility? I'm not going to go through a complete census of those possibilities, but obviously if one wanted to, one could forward contract both milk and feed, and again, that would have the possibility of setting a minimum income over feed cost. If you convert your feed used to a feed required per hundredweight of milk basis, you can, again, set that minimum income over feed cost. So